So I do get quite a lot of unorthodox requests. So for example, the head of a flamingo with the body of a peacock. Someone wanted slippers being made out of guinea pigs. My name is Elle, and I'm a taxidermist. I mount deceased birds for the purpose of taxonomy and fine art. The animal comes to us completely intact, so recently deceased. I only use animals that die of natural causes, so they come mostly from captive environments. I essentially have to take the skin off very carefully, not to disrupt the feathers. Once the skin has been removed, we do the defleshing, which is essentially cleaning any muscle, anything on the skin that is organic and can lead to the specimen rotting. So once we have our perfectly clean skin, we take it through a preservation bath, so it no longer has the ability to rot internally. Then we create our model. Our model has to be anatomically accurate. And then finally, we mount and groom, which is essentially dressing our skin over our anatomically assembled model. And we groom it, which is setting the eyes, placing all the feathers individually, making it look as streamlined and as beautiful, as close to life as possible. Some of the specimens that I get to work on are anything and everything from common British wildlife, so your robins, your goldfinches, your great tits, right up until the weird and the wonderful. So rheas, emus, swans. I specialize in birds, so it's just the full breadth of birds. I won't say no to anything. Because I work with birds that come from zoos, we have quite a lot of exotic species in this country. So things like flamingos, kookaburras, and that really is just an absolute dream to be able to work with these exotic species, to be able to be so physically close to look at these animals, the form, the function, the design, the colors, the patterns. It really is just an absolute gift. The work that I sell can typically vary from anywhere from a couple of £100 right up to about £2,000, depending on the size of the bird, the rarity, and also the labor. So I do get quite a lot of unorthodox requests to make things like hybrid species, so that's putting two birds together. So for example, the head of a flamingo with the body of a peacock, or some even more unusual requests. Someone wanted slippers being made out of guinea pigs. However, I always refuse a request that doesn't feel respectful to the specimen. As somebody who loves animals, you want to give them the dignity and the respect that they deserve. So one of the things that I find really difficult about this job is experiencing trolling. I've had everything from comments on the way that I look, my appearance as a young woman, my heritage, my background, my religion. I've had comments telling me that I'm a serial killer in the making, or that perhaps no one will ever love me because I'm a psychopath. I've had death threats telling me that people are going to come for me in the same way that I come for the specimens. I try to be understanding that they're coming from a place of loving animals and coming from a place of compassion, and it's a knee-jerk reaction to something that they don't understand. I'm constantly falling in love and making discoveries with animals all the time, and that's one of the most beautiful things about this job is, as somebody who does love birds, the education is tenfold. I'm just constantly being inspired. But I think taxidermy has moved on. It now has emigrated into a world of taxonomy, so data collection. From a scientific point of view, it's really useful, and that utility is so important now, more so than ever. The way that our climate is heading, and with the degradation of species and the loss of habitat, taxidermy might be one of the last remaining physical examples of our natural world.